I mean, I was really proud of myself, honestly, like I am, because but your directions are awesome too.
Oh, good.
So,
Good. Was it out there on?
yeah,
He already
it's
created that
already
one.
set it up,
Good.
yeah.
All right. I think
So
he did
it's
pretty much
streaming
all of them.
right now. I mean, it's not on YouTube, but
Right.
it's recording right now. So.
That's good.
I know.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize, but it doesn't even start on YouTube. So, all right. Well, good deal. Golly, get that set up for a short person. Huh?
I mean, I was really proud of myself, honestly, like I am, because but your directions are awesome too. So.
Was it out there on? He
It's already set it up.
I think he did pretty much all of them.
Right now, I mean, it's not on YouTube, but it's recording right now.
That's good. Yeah, and I didn't realize, but it doesn't even start on YouTube. So, all right.
Sorry about that.
I'm just glad the sound works.
That was a loud high five.
How do I make that go up? Make it go up. How do I do that?
This, the whole thing?
You said I got it down here for a short person, so what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's right here. I'm sorry. Yeah. There you go.
I just want it like right there.
I guess it kicked on all of a sudden on YouTube.
Well, it shouldn't have because it said I had time still.
What, it's scheduled for what, 11?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I was thinking, why they keep on
Until September 1st.
Because I have 4 hours in between. So I'm just going to do it every time after that.
Yeah.
Sort of printing it off at the end.
Pretty long. It's only like 17 more.
Oh, I couldn't get sound.
Oh, I just got here.
And wait on some things. That worked. Cool. Did you guys get a t-shirt last week?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Okay, great. You were paying attention.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Hey, Kiri, I'm going to move the camera back further so somebody just doesn't walk into it. Yeah. Test, 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 test.
moved out there, but so far that
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of people. In my mind, it's like a manager. Something like that. Show up again. I know Robin's in there.
You guys are supposed to forward the link to the live streaming too?
I don't think you have to forward it to anybody.
Okay.
Because I already sent it. They had sent me the link last week, and I already sent it over Southeastern Campus. So,
Got it. Okay.
as far as I know.
Well, I have the link if you need it.
Okay. Good. Do you need your handout?
Oh,
Someone coming down here to do that.
This week, because we don't have a lemonade with Welcome Back Cookout, I'm not sure anybody will.
I'll help.
But, we'll be good. Free catalog if you needed it last week.
did you print out that? Wait, when did we get that? It's a requirement, but it doesn't count.
If you didn't get a catalog last week, you didn't go last week.
You just take them back.
And there's free T-shirts up front if you didn't get one last week as well.
I didn't get one of those.
You just go right on up and take one. They're small, medium, large, extra large, and a few other sizes on down the way. and a t-shirt. You got one? Okay, thank you.
Catalog, running cattle magazine. Does it have to get one
Actually, you stay right in this room. So you stay right here. And you'll give that to the instructor. He'll be able to get it. Oh my God, all right. You guys are all set?
This is actually kind of
Is it out where you want it to be though? Because I moved it. So I was gonna say, you know, you can focus on that.
Welcome to Owensboro Community Technical College's first year experience course. Your hosts, Dr. Meredith Skaggs and Mr. Kevin Beardmore, and featuring you. And now, get ready to race to success.
Alright, I think we're good.
You think we're good now? Then good morning.
Good morning.
I thought we were dressing up here.
I thought we were letting go.
Oh, okay. Well, I like to think of it as I've won the argument, so therefore that works, right? Because you're kind of dressed like a racing fan now. I'm like the pit crew, so we're good.
No, I just let it go.
Well, let's jump right on in. It's week 2 here, and we begin with the race day recap.
Okay, so we need to do a little practice real quick. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, clap. Ready? So I'm going to do it with you this time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, here's how this works. Your keep it going. How many of you all sent an email to your breakout instructor last week or early this week? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. How many of you all have logged on to Blackboard since the last time we met? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. How many of you all have checked on your merit page or set up your merit page? 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. How many of you all did your star pips? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we gotta work on that one. It looks like we found the gap. We found the gap. If you're having trouble with that, talk to your breakout instructor. They have access to it. It's just 3 steps. So that kind of gets that covered. All right, now this is another one. How many of you all filled out your racing ticket? 1, 2, 3. How many of you all completed the pre-test? pre-test on time. Here's the deal. You still need to do it even though it's past the deadline. Because it's past the deadline, it doesn't matter. You still need to get it done. Because it keeps building on top of each other. So if you wait and don't do this week, and then you are trying to get into your week 2 assignment, it's all built on the fact that you're doing what you're supposed to do. So you'll just keep making it more work for yourself. So they're really easy, but those of you who get them, it's really short and simple. It's just that you have to do them. So thank you all for playing. 1, 2, 3. Good job. All right. So then we had the trifecta. So for those of you who did turn in your racing tickets, we came up with what you all thought as a class or as an entire group was the top 3 most important items first. So the third was that you must make the pre-test in Blackboard by 11 p.m. on Sunday. We'll work on that as a group. Your student ID number, which would be those 00, 9-digit numbers that represent you, and also your email address, which is really important information. So everyone submitted their racing tickets, and
so did anybody get them all right?
no one got them all right. So we went with the next best thing. And this winning ticket is Trina Young. Is Trina here with us today?
Trina! We're all right,
Perfect.
Trina!
Come on down. Everybody come to you.
This might be your day.
All right, and so we do want to also thank OCTC Marketing Department for sponsoring the giveaway. That way you all can have it. All right, homework reminders.
Yeah, and this is to reiterate a few things Meredith just said. Remember, you do have homework in this class. You do need to do that before Sunday evening, or it's just going to catch up with you, and you can't win if you don't play. Wait, I think somebody already did that. Anyhow. So remember the instructor assignment, the other activities, like the library scavenger hunt. A few of you answered and said, oh, well, I thought we weren't doing the scavenger hunt until Thursday, September 3rd. That's when it's due. That's when you have to turn it in. You need to start it sooner. The library's over there waiting. They emailed me last week and said, where are the students? I said, I'll make sure I tell them on Tuesday. So go over there and tell them that Meredith sent you, okay? Next up, a little word from our sponsor. Oh no, Mr. McNeil, are you in the room? Mr. McNeil here, he's grilling hot dogs. He's not here. Well, in that case, let me just tell you a little bit about what's going on today. Maybe outside you're thinking, where's the lemonade from Financial Aid? Well, this week, the lemonade is part of the Welcome Back Cookout. The Welcome Back Cookout is down at the ATC on your side of the campus center. So this week, you will not have snacks in your breakout. This week you will not have snacks in your breakout. Because I know.
But it gets better. Wait, well, wait.
Yeah, what? Tell where you've been, Meredith.
I've been helping grill hot dogs because there are hot dogs and like actual food available for you outside of the ATC today. Some of you have already had hot dogs, yes? Yes, because I saw I fed them to you and I saw your faces in here. Veggie dogs too, Meredith. And there are veggie dogs available in the mystery meat is scary and the hot dogs. So there is veggie hot dogs as well. Water, lemonade. There is also the opportunity to go to Student Fest. And at Student Fest, there are some student organizations, community organizations, and there's also another free shirt down there, similar to this one. So more free food, more free shirts down in the close to the library. Awesome library.
And so if you like your hot dog well done, just let me know. I'll be on the grill right around noon, so I may see some of you a little bit later. So with that, we're going to skip away some mealies down to Grill and Dolls. And you don't even have to worry about whether he's going to take the whole menu. So anyhow, the Welcome Back Cookout is something from the whole college to you. We have it every year, and it's we scheduled it right at the same time as FYE 100, so you can enjoy and partake of some
All right, so the keynote speaker today is Dr. Scott Williams, and president. So I'm going to have him come on up. We'll welcome him to the stage. I'm going to tell him for us. Let's clap for Dr.
Make sure it's a G grade school.
Well, I'm going to name her name. I was a student at OCTC as a dual credit student. I went to Don't Judge Credit Grade High School, and we did a dual credit program. And as a senior in high school, I spent every Tuesday and Thursday on campus as a full-time college student. I was able to graduate with 64 credit hours from high school. So I feel like I was raised at OCTC. One of my instructors at that time was a faculty member named Dr. Scott Williams, and he was teaching agricultural economics. It is the first class where I ever failed a test, and then I learned how to study because of Dr. Williams. And so whenever I came here to apply for this position, the final person to sort of yay or nay whether or not I would get this job, and the last hand I shook was Dr. Williams. And so it was a great honor to hear when he was announced as our president, which is just fresh still. I mean, we're still in the first,
First 3 months.
3 months. I mean, this
Still
is,
in the honeymoon phase.
we're still not in May, we still like it. And I can really guarantee that when it comes to someone who really guides what a campus is like and what they care about, he cares about you all students, and I can say that as someone who was a student. And so I'm really glad that he gets the opportunity to talk to you all today. So I'm going to turn it over now to Dr. Williams, and he'll tell you a little bit more about what he's teaching.
Thank you, Meredith. Check.
Thank you.
I'd like to brag on this young lady. She was an excellent student, even though you may not have done well on the first test. She turned it around. So everybody can do that. So don't give up after the first test. Well, again, I would like to welcome you all to OCTC on behalf of the faculty and staff here at the college. And what more appropriate day than welcome back cookout. So please take advantage of that. I was too lazy to be cooking hot dogs, Meredith, but I was filling glasses, so that was, I did participate in that regard. So that's right. They wouldn't let me touch the hot dogs, but please go participate in that. Get the hot dogs, get to meet folks over there, and I think you'll enjoy it very much. So I want to welcome you as successful OCTC students. And you're going to ask the question, well, how do you know that we're going to be successful? Because one of the reasons is that we're here for the same reasons, okay? Your success is our success, okay? When you do well, we do well as a college. Why is that important? Because we all share the same goal. When I say we all, you and the college share the same goal. And that is, we want you to graduate. You all want to graduate? Yes. Okay, excellent. And we want to prepare you to be successful in whatever career field you so choose, or to transfer on to the baccalaureate degree at your four-year institution that you choose. Okay? I assume that we all share that same goal, and it is important to each and one of us. So, now, why should I graduate? You said earlier that you wanted to graduate. Why is it important to graduate? Graduation is important for really four major reasons. One, it can increase your lifetime earnings. What do I mean by that? Did y'all realize that on average, an associate degree earner earns $500,000 more in a lifetime than somebody who's a high school degree? And if you say, well, $500,000 over a lifetime is not very much, well, that's a pretty nice house, okay, if you look at that perspective. If you earn your bachelor's degree, on average, a bachelor's degree earner earns anywhere between $750,000 and $1 million over a lifetime. It's a lot of money, okay? So greater lifetime earnings for those people that do that. It improves the quality of life. Studies clearly show that college graduates live longer, okay? They are sick less often. And they are generally, their career mobility is much greater. So they're going to move up in their careers much quicker. Another reason to graduate from OCTC is we're the best value in the Commonwealth. Did you know you're paying the lowest tuition in the state right here at OCTC? Not only are you paying the lowest tuition, but the quality of your education is second to none. I'll share something with you in just a minute that shows that. Finally, we've got an outstanding faculty and staff. We've met many of them this week. And they are here to not only help enroll you, give
committed and enrolled in your classes, but they're here to also help you with counseling, advising, teaching and learning center for tutoring. So any assistance that you may need, please make sure you take the time to seek that out. And remember, you and we want to be successful. Now, if you're saying, well, Scott, lifetime earnings, that's really somewhere else in the country. That can't be here in Kentucky. This is some data from Owensboro. And as you can see, in Owensboro, this is 2013 data, on average, an associate degree earner earns $6,000 more a year than a high school graduate. That becomes almost $15,000 a year if you get your bachelor's degree. So is it worth the while to go on and get your bachelor's degree? Absolutely. If the career field you're looking for requires that, it's a life investment. Remember I told you that the quality of education you receive here is second to none? This graph shows that our students, and our students are represented by this yellow line, outperform all first-time freshmen at Western Kentucky University over a 10-year period. Okay, so students that transfer from here to Western outperform them with a higher GPA. In so much that also we generally outperform students from other KC PCS colleges. So I hope that when you leave here, you feel confident in going, whether it's Western, Brescia, Kentucky Wesleyan, UK, U of L, wherever you go, you're well prepared for that. So what can you do to be successful? Anybody know this gentleman up here? Who is this? Yeah, he was a what? He was chief staff, general. He actually was on the cabinet for George W. Bush. He really sums it up best from my perspective. To success, he says, it's a result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. Let's talk a little bit about this concept of failure. Are you going to run into any roadblocks while you're here? Oh yes, you will. You're going to stumble. You may stumble a little bit. However, that's not really the true signs of success. Success is not necessarily what you obtain, but it's the path you take to attain. And you're continuously traveling down that path is really the definition of success. You think Michael Jordan succeeded every time out? No. He probably messed up more than he succeeded. Bill Gates, lots of failures before he hit it. So, anybody know this gentleman?
Winston Churchill.
Yeah, Winston Churchill, Prime Minister. Okay? Great Britain. What did he say? I think he sums up best as you approach success in your own life and here at the college. Remember, success is not final. It's a path. You're always achieving and working towards success. 2, failure is not fatal. Is there anything wrong with failing? It's not a bad thing. Dr. Skaggs didn't pass her first exam, but was successful in the class. Not the end of the world. And finally, it's the courage to continue that really matters. That courage is very good. So let's talk about some real basic things you can do to make sure that you're successful. Not just theories, but what can you do? Number 1 is, the best approach you can take is treat college, school like a job. Okay? Just like it's a job. Because potentially you're earning a paycheck. Not a paycheck today, but a future paycheck. All right? The more you do now, the better off you'll be in the future. Manage your time. Come to class on time. Turn your homework on time. All right? You don't need Dr. Skaggs and Mr. Beardmore up here saying you need to get your homework done. Just take care of it. Okay? Manage your time well. Be dedicated to your work and work hard. All right? Just like you would at a job. You want to impress the people you're around. The other thing is get involved. And what do I mean by get involved? Get to know your teachers, your advisor, the staff over in the Start Center. Really work hard to get to know those folks. Participate in the cookout today. Get to know your friends and colleagues in your breakout sessions. Be active on campus. Participate in clubs and activities. Why should you do all that? Why is that important? Why shouldn't I just come, go to class, get back in my car and leave? Well, the reason why you don't want to do that is, getting involved promotes several things that are important. 1, it improves your communication skills. You communicate much better when you work with other people. Okay? Number 2 is you promote teamwork. Working with others, you have somewhat of a cohort, and you learn to work around each other and with each other. It enhances critical thinking, allows you to solve problems, it broadens your perspective, and it strengthens your resume. Okay? You've got more things to put on your resume that shows how valuable you're going to be that employee or that company. These items are what we call, I call them professional behaviors, but oftentimes you hear them called soft skills. The number one thing that employers say from recent college graduates is that they do not have the appropriate level of soft skills. There's gaps in that ability to do those things with your not your technical expertise, but your soft skills. So by participating, getting engaged, you improve those soft skills. It'll make you much more valuable to the employee. So, what does this all mean? Your education is your future. Would you not want to work hard to keep a job? Then there's no reason why you don't want to work hard now to prepare you to be a better employee or to have a stronger career, or to do whatever your dreams are. This will help you do that. Okay? So be dedicated, work hard, be actively involved. Right now you're investing in your future, and that's very important. So, at this point I want to leave you this. I know that you're up to the challenge. You're ready to race for success. You're ready to race to that graduation. Your success is our success, and remember, we are here to make sure and ensure to help you be successful. So do not be afraid to ask. Again, welcome. We're glad to have you. We're excited you chose OCTC to come to college, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you walk across that stage. Congratulations, and welcome to the semester.
All right, that brings us to the need to knows for this week. Keep in mind, you're going to be familiar with these. You saw them on the pre-test. These are real questions that are going to show up on the file for this class. So keep in mind that paying attention to this will help you answer those questions on the file. First of all, food is available on campus, not just snacks, not just a welcome out cookout. There's actually fire up the grill in the campus center. This is one of my favorite ones. A lot of people thought the hot spot was the right answer. I think we might rename it that, because that was a pretty good idea. It's lunch Monday through Thursday, and if you're remembering, if it's on the schedule, that would be MTW&R for Thursday. Also, another one, transitional or developmental coursework. These are courses that are numbered below 100, and so we want to make sure you know up front what those are designed to do. They are prerequisites. You have to take those to get into other courses. They're considered pre-college, but they're also success courses. They help you succeed in the next course. You can be exempted from these courses based on test scores, and they do not count toward graduation, but they count toward getting into the course for graduation. So you can be paid financial aid for that. They count toward your status. They help you be successful in your courses. So on the pre-test, remember there were several options. Most of you got the idea that they were something that you needed to take before your college level courses, but they also keep in mind the whole definition of that course.
And then the other one was the meeting people is the key to your success. I would say over half of people thought that it was no big deal to meet people while you're in college. And that's kind of heartbreaking to a communication person and a relationship person. So I do want to reiterate some of the things that Dr. Williams said just moments ago. This is your opportunity now to start to really build a network of people that can help support you and build you up. I have students that as they're graduating the last semester, and they also have freshmen in their class. By the time they get done with their bachelor's degree and they have opportunities to hire people, they're coming back and hiring some of those classmates that really stood out to them as freshmen and are giving them opportunities. So you don't know who you're sitting next to and how they might be able to help you down the road. Same thing goes with meeting your faculty and staff. We love to help students, and so you need to prioritize that. So get involved in whatever way you can. At Student Fest, there will be things like Student Government Association is down there, and that would be a great opportunity for are tons of other student organizations that you can be involved in. Just try and get involved and actually meet each other. Say hello to people you don't know and try and have those conversations, because it's not just about getting your grades on your transcript. It's really about you having some sort of connection. It is about your degree, but it's also about who you know. And you have control over that by saying, hey, let's go hang out, or let's be involved in this club. Then you want to also start on your library scavenger hunt. As Kevin said earlier, some of you thought, no big deal, let's do on the 3rd, so I'll totally knock that out of the park on the 2nd. I would strongly advise against that, and I would go ahead and pull down the worksheet that's on your Blackboard shell and start working on that now, because you are going to have to move around campus in order to get that completed. And find buddies. Take people out of your breakout session or friends that you have in this class and go do it together. There's no rule against that, so teamwork makes the dream work, y'all. Attend class is another thing. There is no OCTC attendance hotline, and you shouldn't relay the message through a friend. You should take responsibility yourself if you are going to this class, but you really should try to attend all the classes possible. Really think before you say, I'm not going to class today. You do need to let your instructor know, and that's your responsibility to do that, not your buddies. There is no way to cover for that.
And also, I'd like to let you know that actually you guys did very well on that question. You knew the right answer. Most all of you knew the right answer was email your instructor from your KCTCS email account. Not from your, Dale Earnhardt Jr., I love him, man, Yahoo account, okay? Because the instructor doesn't know who that is, and it might go to junk mail. So one thing, your email is a really nifty tool, okay? You can use the calendar in there to accept invitations to events. So guess what? I'm going to invite all of you to next week's FYE 100. That's right. You were planning on coming anyway. You're going to get an invitation in your email. Now, one thing I will tell you is when you accept that invitation, you can choose not to send a reply back to me. But if you get some fun out of sending me a reply thinking I'm getting 200 of these and I have to delete it out of my inbox, you go right ahead. Okay, I don't mind, because that'll show me that you know what you're doing. And we tested this out. It'll just come in, it'll be like meeting invitation. And it'll say that, and you can decline it. It won't hurt my feelings because I know you'll actually do it anyway. Whatever you want to do. But it's a great way to put things on your calendar. It's a great way to schedule meetings with friends. You can do all that from the Outlook. Also, set study periods and times to stay on track. Just like I was saying, use your Outlook calendar to set that. If you have your own calendar, that's fine. Use that too. But what I see with students many times is they get to college, they say, hey, I only have to go to class like 12 hours a week. This is so cool, I have all this free time. I'm going to work 30 hours a week and I'm going to go. Okay, now look, there's only so much time in your schedule. Go ahead and plan out when you're going to do things. I have kids, I'm taking classes this semester, I'm working full time. I plan out every night exactly what I'm working on. And I make sure I do that even if I feel lousy. That's how you stay on track so you don't get behind. Make those same kind of plans. Sit down, make some plans on your Outlook calendar. If you like having that little reminder ding in your phone or on email, let it remind you that it's time to work on schoolwork. So another thing you can do, and I highly recommend, is go ahead and set your due dates for your major papers, your major items, like in library scavenger hunt. You can go ahead and set a reminder for when it's due so you can watch on your calendar and know that it's coming. Those kind of things make a real difference as you're planning ahead.
One thing that people don't always think about is setting aside time to read. A lot of the classes that you have in college are reading intensive because it is expected that you come to the classes prepared and ready to discuss, learn, and talk about the topic of that day. And so you do need to start scheduling time to read the textbook assignments. We don't just do that for willy-nilly. It is because we really want you to read those chapters. So if you have a chapter assignment on your schedule, then you will for all of your classes. You want to block off time in order to read that. Some people have different rates of reading, but whatever you know how fast you can read or how much time it's going to take you to accomplish a certain amount of pages. You need to set that time aside, not just to skim it, but to actually give it time to read through it and to think about it so you can be prepared to provide discussion for a class. I was in a class when I transferred out of OCTC. I transferred to Georgetown College, and I went to the third week of class. We had a really hard textbook. It was not fun to read at all. It was painstakingly miserable. It was not exciting, not even going to sugarcoat it. And we came to class, and the teacher said, all right, who read the chapter? And of course, we all lied. because she put so much effort and energy and care into us learning that we had been disrespectful to her. And that's always stuck with me about the value that those teachers put on those reading assignments. It's not just because we think it's funny, it's because we do think you'll get something out of it. So schedule that time. Several of you have already done your merit page. If you haven't done that yet, the link is still hanging out in your inbox. Just search merit. You can go ahead and sign up for that. But it'll be a great way to track some of the awesome things that you're doing on campus, campus speakers, common reading events. So please make sure that you sign up for that so you can get recognition for the things that
So one thing, we were just talking about merit, we're talking about using Outlook. Check your email every day. Be on time for events. I want to compliment you on a couple different things. Number one, everybody was pretty much on time this week, actually pretty early this week. Thank you for being here. If you got here a little late, just want you to know there are catalogs here. They're yours. They're free. They're for you as an FYE 100 student. If you didn't get the nice t-shirt that Meredith's wearing, we have t-shirts up front. Make sure you pick up your shirt this week because then there's no more t-shirts after that. But take advantage of these things. The other thing I want to compliment you on is merit. As of this morning, we already had over 2/3 of all FYE 100 students have already set up their merit profile. So I know you're making great progress on that. Those of you who are in that last 1/3, go ahead and get that done because you'll see you'll be using merit very easily. You knew that was coming.
That's nice. So again, plan your work, plan ahead, and plan some more. There's a lot of planning, and that will help you be successful. Another part of the courses, if you know anything about courses that are herd animals, they like to stick together. Teamwork makes teamwork. So if this idea of sticking together and engagement on campus, find people who have similar goals, that are similar interests, and hang out with those people. It'll help you do better as a student. It'll help you grow. It'll help you find opportunities. So hang out with people and get to know them because it really will help you be more successful in the long run. So plan that. So plan that and that's your schedule of planning on how to be more successful.
Well, I think it's about that time, so if we can bring up the last couple rows of lights, it's time to complete your 1-minute paper. You're going to the classroom that you went to last week, except I did this to Mark.